God of War Ragnarok. It looks okay.
Cool.
It looks like God of War 2.
I have not finished the first God of War, but I was excited because of the fact that there's a new God of War game coming, and hey, it looks fire.
I mean, it's Sony Santa Monica.
They weren't
gonna put their name on some bullshit.
One of these days, I'll actually sit and play all these games. But it won't be anytime soon.
No. All right, listen. Sidebar. No, the fuck you will not. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get on TargetGoddamn.com and get goddamn DC, whatever the fuck.
DC superhero girls.
Let's say fucking DC superhero girl. Paw Patrol.
I'm still on the shit. Because we're going to catch you playing Paw Patrol before you play Sony's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, bro.
Hey,
I cannot believe... Shut the fuck up. I cannot believe we live in a day and age where someone is so misguided that they would rather play Paw Patrol on Xbox One.
Demographic.
All right. Hear me out, right? Hear me out.
In his defense, he did it for the bag.
The bag. Yeah. Where is it?
Where is it? What do you mean? Where is it?
Where is it? Bags from Spyro. That's all I can picture, bro. Fuck's sake. I'm still on that, by the way. That's part of why I'm about to whoop your ass in Demon Slayer.
But you're gonna lose, so what are you talking about?
Alright, okay. Anyway.
Marvel Spider-Man 2 got announced in the meantime.
Hold on. Save that for last. Save that for last. Marvel's the Wolverine.
Everybody was turned when we saw them claws in that trailer, man.
I was not expecting them to pull up with that, but I'm not mad.
Bro, I knew what it was immediately as a white person. I knew what that shit was. The second it popped up on my screen, bro.
Also, Platinum kind of got it then. What you saying?
Okay.
Allow it.
All right.
Allow it.
All right. Hard lift.
Carry on. Yeah.
All right, that's on one. That's on one.
Bro. No, but allow it. Okay, so I am genuinely curious because, as far as I'm aware, has Insomniac ever published an M-rated game?
Yes.
What game?
Resistance.
I was about to say
Resistance.
Okay.
That whole series.
But that's what I mean. Yeah, Wolverine can literally be Ratchet and Clank, but M-rated with decapitation. That's
Sunset
mad.
Overdrive.
Look,
I was gonna say
if it plays better
Sunset
than
Overdrive
Wolverine, it's about to be fire. I mean, not at the Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like if it plays like that, but better.
You don't need to play better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. You can just do that shit again.
Fuck
all the bullshit.
It was fun. That game was fun.
That game was mad fun.
That game was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really curious. I want to see actual builds of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but I want to see what they're gonna do with it. Because when I picture
visceral, I want to see it.
Yeah, because that's what I mean, bro. I just when I picture Insomniac, I picture Ratchet and Clank, Spyro the Dragon, Spider-Man. I don't picture Wolverine ripping people's heads off and shit.
And they've done their legacy well because they've had so many hits, but the ones that weren't hits are the ones where you need to be looking for Wolverine.
But the
Resistance was some shit.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out because I'm like, all right, so how are they gonna do the movement in the world? Because are you gonna be freaking just walking around driving the bike and then Sabretooth jumps you out of nowhere? Are you gonna be
biking this game? Oh my!
That's what I'm saying. No, me and Platinum, I don't even think we talked about it. I think I messaged Platinum and I was like, put it on the Days Gone engine. And just have this motherfucker hauling ass around Canada, not doing shit. And like Rhyme said, just occasionally have Sabretooth.
Let me collaborate with... Bro, if they gave this game to Ben Studio and then Insomniac got put on it, I might shit. This might be game of the decade.
Because
Cream.
I don't think Wolverine can do shit like jump buildings and stuff like that.
And that's what I mean, bro. And when I say Ratchet, what I picture is Ratchet and Clank but M-rated because I can't see an open world Wolverine game. I just can't.
I can.
I mean, I'm down.
But what
for
would
it.
he do? No, yeah, I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm saying it's hard for me to imagine.
Yeah. I think
Since it would be more grounded, there'll probably be a lot more. It'll be a smaller open world for one.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what I mean. The reason Marvel's Spider-Man, both games work so well is because, number one, the character is just built for that environment.
Yeah.
You're
Well, that's
supposed
the
to
thing.
be.
You got to build the world for your character.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And even when you picture Wolverine, right? Spider-Man's no duh. He's in New York. That's just how that shit is always going to go. Where do you put Wolverine at? Because he's all over the place.
Put him anywhere.
But that's what's so good
the
about
fun
it.
thing about him. The only thing is,
and
they
even
have
let's
to tie him down in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe he's like,
let's say they do
somebody
take
in
the
town.
Ratchet and Clank route instead of it just being a linear story-based game. You could have it be different hubs that you can move around.
Open area.
Open area, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not against it.
Like,
I don't need it to be.
All this to say, I don't want to come across like I'm doubting Insomniac, and I don't think Insomniac's going to pull it off. They're absolutely going to do their shit. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to do.
If it's one thing that I trust them to do, it's to make a game make sense. So they'll figure a way to do it.
That's true.
That's all I got for Wolverine, though. So we can get on to the big dude. Marvel Spider-Man 2, bro.
We knew it was happening. We knew this was coming.
It's just seeing
Venom,
it though.
Craven.
I honest to God did not think I would see it, and this fucking 1.5 minute CG trailer that they threw together in 2 days,
frame by frame, breakdown.
No, honest to God, bro.
Everybody.
Fuck, man.
The shit, bro, and I said this immediately when I saw it. They pulled shit out that I had no idea that I needed to see. The fact that they have Craven the fucking Hunter involved in this whole scenario here. That was the missing puzzle piece.
Mm-hmm.
That is some new shit that they needed to do.
I can't wait for them to come out and be like, by the way, the trailer was in engine. I can't wait for them to just say some shit. Because if Horizon can look like that.
Right.
If we can see fucking hair molecules or whatever the fuck. Imagine.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, okay, Miles was built on the first engine. Okay, great. And still, that game was such a level up visually that it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All the way back on base PS4, we could see this man's suit moving with the wind and shit. What in the fuck are they going to do with these next-gen SSD graphics, bro?
Print money.
And this is PS5 exclusive.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no, that's the other thing.
Show me the money.
The one thing that held Miles back was that it had to be cross-gen. That's the one thing that
finally got them to make black hair look good. That's
Ficky Fat.
That is genuinely an approach.
Like, have you guys ever heard the technical breakdowns on why it was so hard for companies to do that shit?
Actually,
why?
Not.
Actually, not.
It's because our hair is so different. You can't just make long strokes and make it look good. You can't do that.
You have to texture it and shit, yeah.
You have to actually, there's so many different follicles and shit, and so many different ways you can make it look that it doesn't function like the hair that they've already built. So the engines they've built for hair that doesn't look like ours, they finally gotten to the point where they have to make an engine that fits for our hair.
Interesting.
And I think as much marketing as they did for Miles and, the fact that they were consulting people of different ethnicities and shit for like legitimate purposes, right? Because they want to make sure everything's done right. I'm surprised that wasn't addressed. That was probably the first thing they got pulled up on. They were like, "Hey, hold on."
Yeah.
No,
imagine
everybody was
Miles in the first game was
he
just
looked rough.
Yeah.
Nobody in New York would have let that man walk around like that.
Nah, they would have actually clowned his ass for that shit because his hair was a mess in that fucking first game.
Wearing a pug shirt.
Oh God.
Bro, he was wearing a pug shirt and some Walmart Great Value jeans.
That's what.
And that was it.
They did him wrong.
And they knew that they had to fix it because that first Miles trailer has that motherfucker walking around in Tim's, a puff jacket.
Yep.
Man, and then the reveal was and I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
Hey,
that was the time. They didn't need to talk about it. That reveal did everything.
But the thing is, though, all right. So I'm gonna say it on here, and this is I've been talking about this for months with the homies. Hollow, he's not here right now, but this has got to be the game. I swear Peter's gonna die in this game.
No, shut the fuck up.
He's gonna die.
No, he's not. He can't. It's too early.
He's gonna die.
I think it's too early.
Either he's gonna die.
Go back and play that first game where he got his ass whooped.
I was gonna say either he's gonna die or he's gonna get hit with the symbiote, and we're gonna have to fight him as Miles on a stage.
We're absolutely gonna have to do that.
That shit's gonna be fucking terrifying.
If they don't do that, I'm disappointed.
There's so much shit that they could do.
No,
with
right,
the symbiote though.
Well, I mean,
But
Harry's
gonna get close to it, but he can't die
Harry.
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
I
I need a trilogy.
It could take over Miles. It could take over
I
Miles.
mean,
Bro, if it takes over Miles,
I was like, what if instead
Venom
of
on Venom.
Peter, it gets fucking instead of getting Peter, it gets Miles. And the reason I say that is because I don't. It would be interesting, right? Because everybody just kind of expects, the symbiote's gonna latch onto Peter because it always does, but the characters and where they are and the way that the symbiote traditionally works, I feel like sets it up in a way where Miles would make more sense as the first symbiote receiver or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
You're on to
mainly because, right, typically when Peter gets the symbiote, he's like a 17-year-old kid who just watched his uncle get shot. That motherfucker had a lot to deal with emotionally. Right. That's why the symbiote latched on as strong as it did. In Insomniac's world, Peter lost his uncle. He lost his aunt. He's been through a lot more shit. I feel like it would benefit the symbiote more to attach to Miles, who just lost his dad, his uncle, all this shit, who just hasn't sorted through all of that emotional shit.
What if it gets both of them, but like the boss battle is when it gets Peter because he starts going through his like traumas and shit. And then all of a sudden the symbiote latches onto him after it gets Miles. Like they finally get it off him and shit.
Okay. I'm gonna go off of what Am said, specifically from a narrative standpoint though. If you really think about it, with the way things have been going, this whole journey that we've been on with Insomniac's Spider-Man, it's been more Miles' origin story than anything.
Right.
Like, if you sit back and think about it, Peter's already an adult.
Coming of age.
Yeah, Miles is coming of age. Right. So this technically would be the point where Miles would run into the symbiote, quote unquote, like Peter did.
We could also, and this is a whole other fucking thing, and this is why this game is throwing me for a fucking loop. There's so many different ways they could do this.
Right.
It could completely be, and again, I said this to Ryan when I sent him the message like 2 months ago now. I said, this is reaching. But what if Peter already interacted with the symbiote in the past? And the reason I say that is because if you watch the trailer, the way Peter looks at the alleyway that Venom is in, he looks like he's not nervous, but he's like, oh fuck.
He saw this shit before.
Yeah, because
plus
Miles,
Eddie Brock is in the military or something now, right? Or
Eddie Brock exists. He worked at the Daily Bugle with Peter because there's a collectible in the game where he has like a card from the Bugle that everybody signed. Eddie Brock's name is on that. Flash Thompson is in the military.
So what if you could be onto something?
So that's what I'm saying. So what if, right, the only reason that, and I mean spoilers, I guess, but who hasn't played this fucking game? What if the reason that Norman has the symbiote is because it was already on Earth, Peter fought it, and then they just kind of picked it up after that.
Yep, and that's the reason it's Harry too. Yeah, you got it. I think you're right. Yeah. I think you're right.
I could be, like I said, that's based on literally no evidence. I'm saying like he kind of squints his lenses in one direction, and that's the only thing that I'm basing that off of.
No, but that evidence, though.
That could be cool. But
I think you're right.
I don't know. It could go any type of way because we don't know anything about how the symbiote exists in Insomniac's world outside of the fact that they're using it for.
And Insomniac we trust.
No, honest to God, bro. And again, going back to Wolverine, that's why I am 100% confident that Wolverine game is going to fucking bang. That's just what they do. They make hits, bro.
I'm just glad they're finally getting some recognition because Microsoft didn't seem to think they were worth it.
Microsoft said, Sunset Overdrive.
2022 is about to be the year of gaming because we ain't got shit this
2023 though.
I was about to say, we got to get to 2023. Fuck the whole next year.
But as much as I've been seeing of Insomniac at this point, because I was watching Inferno play fucking Ratchet and Clank on his PS5, and I'm like, bro, let them pull up with Sly Cooper 5. I won't be
Nah,
mad.
nah,
You say nah?
nah.
Why you say nah?
That's below them.
Sly was
The disrespect.
Absolute disrespect.
No,
nah.
no, that's no disrespect to Sly, but Sly needs to come up again.
Oh no, for
Hold
sure.
I blanked out. I blanked out like 2 words. What developers go on talking about?
I'm saying allow Insomniac to pull over.
Oh
Sly
no,
5.
no. I'm with Platinum on that one. We can't be double dipping like that. No, no.
Yeah.
Sucker
no,
Punch won't even take him back.
I was
Yeah,
about to say,
unfortunately.
if we go back, bro, that's like saying we want Sucker Punch to do Jack and Daxter. No, you can't do that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, Naughty
Nah,
Dog,
you
you mean,
can't
but
do
yeah.
Yeah. No,
Shut
dog.
the fuck up.
No, man,
That's who made it.
If we're
But
on the
it's the
subject
same,
of Jack and Daxter,
thing.
I need
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to just be like, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remake all 3 Jack and Daxter games into one game.
No,
That
fuck
shit
all
was
that.
fire.
No, that game would be 60 hours long, bro. I'm
And
good.
I would play every fucking hour of it.
No, you wouldn't, bro. When's the last time you
No.
sat down and played Jack 2?
Last
Sincere
time-
question.
Jack 2? Oh, fuck. Yeah, since I was like 10 years old.
Exactly, bro. Jack 2, if you go back and play it nowadays, that game whoops your ass and spits in your face and says, say thank you.
Who published the Jack and Daxter games?
Naughty Dog.
Oh.
No. What,
They
yeah,
developed
Naughty
and published?
Dog. Who did?
Let me
publish
look
that?
this up real quick because I feel like it was either
Might have been
Sony or Naughty
Activision.
Dog. Nah,
No. I would remember Activision.
Imagine.
What was it? They have a little thing at the start. I don't remember.
Dragon Action was Sony.
Sony, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it was just a straight PS2 exclusive. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
Fucking Daxter on PSP.
Hey, that was a good game.
That was a good game.
Fuck's sake.
No, but I think Sly Cooper and Jack and Dexter, they need to come back, but they need to
In their own way.
revitalize their brands.
I just
I got
can't.
you.
Believe it. It does make me sad that both of those series kind of went
Yeah.
down the tube in their last outing. Like Sly 4, I personally was cool with, but I know a lot of people weren't. And we're not even going to talk about that fucking Jack and Daxter Lost Frontier, whatever the fuck that PSP port that they put on the console for some reason. Pitiful. You hate to see it. Sincerely, you do.
But
I
look at-
enjoyed these
I
in
think it was-
time.
I think it was like the telling of the way the developers were going too,
Mhm.
because at that time, what did they make? When did that
Well,
last?
they
Jack and
were
Daxter
both
game come
they
out?
were both already out the door because for the
Yeah.
Jack and Daxter 4th game, they were already working on fucking.
Uncharted.
They were already on Uncharted because it came out. I think it came out
Yeah.
after Uncharted 1. If
And
it
it
didn't come
was-
out after, it came out like right before.
And it was Sly. They had already Sucker Punch had already let them go because Thieves in Time was done by Sanzara Games. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I will
Probably already
say
working on Infamous.
I will say Thieves in Time has a better chance because Thieves in Time was made by Sanzaru, like you said, and Sanzaru had already kind of been through the ringer by doing the ports, like the HD remake.
the collection.
So they had to kind of prove themselves first. Whoever the fuck did that 4th Jack and Daxter game had no fucking idea what they were doing.
Did Sony publish Sly 4 as well?
Which are we talking about? Combat
let me
Racing
see.
or Last Frontier?
Let me check to be sure.
Last Frontier. No, Jack X was gas. Last
Okay,
Frontier.
I accept
was
to make
Sony
sure, 'cause
Plus.
if y'all
It was
talking
Sony.
about if y'all talking shit about Jack, we got a problem.
Jack X fucking bangs, but nah, Lost
Alright.
Frontier was some shit.
No, yeah, Plaid. It was published by Sony as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they've had those licenses for time now,
Mm-hmm.
and they chose to do a remake of Medieval, whatever the fuck, instead of okay, all right. Got
Hey,
it.
listen, Medieval has its own place. I think they're kind of in their bag with PS1 remakes right now because Crash was fantastic, Spyro was fantastic. That
We
Medieval.
know they have something planned for Sly. We know they,
They
have
got
something
They
planned.
have to.
There you
No,
go.
they have
Completely
Platinum,
planned.
what was that day we were talking about when we were talking about Sly, and then the next day they announced the fucking pop figures and shit?
Yep.
Yeah. I got
Oh.
that shit too.
Oh my god! Now, do y'all even remember when they had that Sly movie that was in production for like 3 weeks, and then they got rid of it?
Thank God.
They had a Sly movie?
Yeah,
Yes, it was
bro. They
supposed to
had
be.
they had a trailer and everything. It was crazy.
The way Murray looked like in that movie made me vomit.
Murray looked wrong.
They did that man wrong as fuck.
I was just looking for that Sly 4 shit or Sly new Sly thing that I was talking about, and I just saw leaked open world gameplay of Elden Ring. So, anywho, but yeah, they have something planned for Sly. They have to.
Oh,
I think
man.
Sly is a better brand than Jack, anyways. I think it'll resonate more with today's times.
Man.
I know, sincerely.
I
if
just
they
need something, bro.
I
We
just
don't have
know
another
who-
thing like Sly already.
I don't know who
Right.
to trust with another Jack and Daxter game. That's the only thing. Like Sanzaru, I'm more than happy to give Sly back to Sanzaru. Let them take another shot.
Yeah.
Fantastic, go for it. Fucking
Blue Point.
it could be, but I mean, I don't. Blue Point. You know what? Yeah, you might be onto something. Blue Point's good with their remakes
We haven't
because
established.
they just dropped Demon Souls.
Yeah.
We had me and Platinum had a talk the other night about how out of touch I am with like game studios and productions.
Man said Midway.
Midway. Motherfucker, you trying to play ATV?
Hey, no, we was talking about Stranglehold, bro.
Hey, Stranglehold, let's fucking go.
Stranglehold was some shit, bro. On PS3,
Rhyme-
that game went
no.
crazy.
Rhyme's the only motherfucker I know who knows about that damn game.
Stranglehold was lit, and I don't know why it's not as popular as it should have been, because that game was fire.
Oh,
They probably advertised it once in the back of a magazine.
Yeah,
I gotta get this shit on
absolutely did.
emulator. I gotta get this shit on emulator, bro.
But the point is, I'm very out of touch when it comes to like game studios and like what's going on in the gaming generation, because I don't have much time to play games as much as I would love to sit around and play games all day. Hopefully we can change that soon. But as of right now, I'm completely off when it comes to
Hey, bro, work from home?
He said, hey, work from home. Hey,
This
look,
man said,
Not gonna lie.
hey, if anybody wants to hire me, I can send you my contact info.
I raised my hand as well.
I have a resume. 15 up.
I don't want to keep going into gaming topics because I feel like we're kind of wrapping up. But, bro, shit. I don't know why I thought of fucking Prototype 3 on PS5.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, announce it. I'll give you my wallet.
Hey,
Facts.
look, if I see
You know what?
Prototype make a return, it's over.
You know what? Fuck a Prototype 3. Just remake the shit.
Shit, I'll
Like,
take that.
Activision don't like money though, so
soft reboot the shit. Do what you did with Demon Souls, but with Prototype. I'm 1,000% down.
Look,
Fuck all the
if
bullshit.
they do anything with Prototype, I would love to see them continue the storyline where they actually like bring up Elizabeth Green's child, because like, I was like, damn, I was hoping to see that in like the second game, but then they did the black guy, I forgot his name.
we get an
'cause
email
everybody
from
forgot that
Activision
name.
to the pod. And Activision's like, can we put it in COD? Would you buy it in COD?
Would you buy it if it
I
was?
was about to say, nah, Ryan gets an email from Activision, and the headline is just "Shut the fuck up."
We got a
like, how did
COD
you find
weapon pack coming out for Prototype. Look,
I was like, oh,
that'll
okay.
make more money than the Prototype game. Look, allow it.
If
On
I
a
get a
quick
fucking email
side
about
note,
this shit, that would be beautiful. I'd be like, well, hey, I guess I have ears.
on a quick side note of like redoing stuff, I'm still irritated why the hell they redoing fucking Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time.
They were, but they didn't do it.
I was about to
they
say, I
stopped?
don't think. I'm gonna
They
be
were
honest.
trying
I
to
don't
ri-
think
they were
they
trying to
could.
ride the wave, but they couldn't do it.
Okay.
I really don't think they need to. Just
They
'cause-
don't. They don't.
just put it.
If anything,
Hold on. Because Shattered Dimensions, yeah, I'm cool with. Edge of Time is kind of iffy,
Yeah.
but Shattered Dimensions is already on PC, bro. I don't think you need to really go
Well, you
beyond.
can't
what
buy
that
it
game
anymore.
You
is.
can't buy it anymore. I was gonna say
You
bring
know
it
how
back
hard it's
on.
to-
Okay,
you can't-
yeah, right.
You can't
Okay,
buy
I-
those games anymore.
Yeah.
I get that, but fuck a remake. Just put them back on the store.
Put it back on. Put it back on.
and
Literally.
be done with
Well,
the
they
shit.
legally can't. That's why they were gonna remaster them.
That is some bullshit. Do you have
That's
any
not
idea how?
okay.
Okay, listen, sidebar, but y'all know how hard it is to explain Spider-Man rights to people who aren't
It's
like
so fucking difficult.
who aren't like ankle deep in this shit like we are.
It is a fucking war.
You know, Never mind. I was gonna
They're like,
I
why
was gonna-
can't you make a movie? Because we would have to get this, that, and the third.
spoil some shit, but we can talk about it later.
Kingdom Hearts should tell us everything.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
actually, licensing for Kingdom Hearts isn't that bad.
Nah, bro, reveal that the fucking anti-form from Kingdom Hearts is just a symbiote. It's fucking done.
Oh, you mean the? Oh my god. Fucking venomous fucking sword.
but, okay,
actually,
but
that'd
anyway-
be pretty dangerous if we're being honest.
Oh, no,
Lord.
that'd be fucking over. Because I'd like listen, bro. Not to get in my Kingdom Hearts bag. I mean, Rhyme, you know this shit too. But Sora is one of the most overpowered motherfuckers across all of fiction, just because he's that fucking dude. He's literally
He's
a
a Disney
15
princess. I mean, he has to be.
low key.
I mean, technically, he's a Disney character, so it does make sense.
Yeah, technically.
All right.
Elsa
Nah.
controls the weather or some shit. So
What was the shit, bro? was about to say he does a lot more
And
than
that
that.
nigga
bro.
summons fucking heavenly light to slaughter
Yeah,
fucking
so I mean,
demons.
it makes sense.
Bro, fuck what Sora can do. His best friend, his companion, the dude underneath him is one of the best mages across all of the Final Fantasy canon, and that's
Donald Duck is
non-negotiable
literally
fact.
the strongest mage.
Donald fucking Duck is one of the best mages in the history of Final Fantasy, and
That's
it's
amazing.
canon. I
That's
think
amazing.
that's fucking incredible.
All the
That
shit
is
he got
insane.
over the years for not being able to heal, you find out that nigga was a red
Right.
mage.
I'm kind of pissed off about it because many times that motherfucker left me to die. You're telling me he could do some shit like that.
What about
And
Mickey
Say
Mouse?
the
Where's
flare.
Mickey Mouse? Where's
Mickey Mouse is busted.
Mickey Mouse is above all them motherfuckers.
That man fought
Mickey
seven.
Mouse don't even need magic. Mickey Mouse will just look at you.
Mickey
No,
fought
he's
the
Disney,
13
but
antagonists by himself,
'Cause
defending
if
his
y'all-
friends.
If you haven't yet, if you somehow have lived to the year of 2021 and you haven't seen the scene where Goofy dies and Mickey's reaction is to pull up smoke with everybody else on the fucking planet and win,
Go play Kingdom
I think
Hearts
that's
2.
fucking mad, bro. You need
Go play Kingdom Hearts 2.
that motherfucker said they'll pay for this and tore them motherfuckers up for 6 hours straight.
And not to mention, when you actually like fuck up in the boss battle in Kingdom Hearts and Mickey comes to save you, you just win. Like you don't lose.
You can't die. You
can't
lose.
die.
Yo,
Anyway,
can we talk about how like Kingdom Hearts dialogue just sounds like memes and stoner dialogue?
I mean, have you met Tetsuya no more?
Not yet, but hopefully.
Not yet.
I'm not
Nah,
mad,
bro,
but
but
like,
fucking-
seen him.
bro, Tetsuya Nomura literally dresses like a Kingdom Hearts character. It's incredible.
Man said, I love
Shoes and
Kingdom
everything.
Hearts. I want to be Kingdom Hearts.
I feel it.
That motherfucker pulled his fan fiction up in front of those dudes in the elevator and was like, "Hey, bro, listen, hear me out." And
They got stuck in the elevator, and Tetsuya Nomura said, "Hey, yo, I got some weed right here. I got something I got to talk to you about. Let me pitch this to you."
You know that's not actually a joke. Like that's actually how that game got made.
Yeah, that's actually how it happened. He was just like,
Oh
"Hey, yo,
my
I got a
I
game."
fucking believe it.
He somehow got into an elevator with a bunch of Disney executives, pitched them the game, and they're like, "You know what?
Allow
Yeah,
it.
let's talk."
And
Yeah.
current
that.
Disney hates him for it.
They have absolutely every right to. You see what he's done with the
There,
series?
there aren't a lot of Kingdom Hearts people who like Nomura at this point.
We're all
Yeah.
tired of him because he's been sucking himself off so hard.
That is true, but okay, listen, we've entertained this tangent for more than long enough.
like you now.